Hi, good afternoon. I'm here with Tonya Haynes, the first IGDS PhD student out of Nita Barrow Unit. Hi, Tonya. Welcome.
Hi, Jeanne. Thank you.
You're here for the regional IGDS face-to-face meeting, but I'd like to talk to you about being the first PhD student, what it is like being the first PhD student, and what is your research about?
Okay. I think before I even mention being the first PhD student, because the novelty of that has kind of worn off, because we also have some other students who have graduated from our program, but really to speak about the ongoing relationship I've had with the Nita Barrow Unit from being an undergraduate. And I think it was taking classes in gender studies at the Nita Barrow Unit as an undergrad that really had the most tremendous impact on me. And then when I moved into the graduate program, I was able to really get a regional education, to get supervision from Professor Patricia Mohammed at the St. Augustine Unit and Professor Jeanne Barrow at the Cave Hill campus, and participate in symposia at the Mona campus, and to have a truly regional education, and one that went beyond just the research for the degree, ultimately towards kind of forming my own Caribbean feminist consciousness.
So mentoring was a big part of your success from undergraduate through your graduate career. Talk a little bit about some of the members of your unit, like Charmaine Crawford, who is now the acting head, in terms of mentoring, because KFIL was also awarded the being very prolific in its publication. How are you factoring into that idea of publishing as a young academic, in terms of mentoring and coming through the publication process?
Right. In terms of publications, I think that the Nita Barrow Unit, under the leadership of Professor Barrow, has been at the forefront of publishing in Caribbean gender studies, but also pushing us towards a conceptualization of Caribbean feminist thought, to always seeing ourselves as thinkers and not to be shy about being upfront about the fact that we are theorizing and thinking through issues and analyzing, and not just providing data or evidence. And so for me, as a very, very junior scholar coming into this rich environment, I would like to continue being a part of those conversations and making my own contributions as well towards thinking about solutions towards the different challenges that face us in the Caribbean, but also to documenting, to understanding, to critiquing, and to archiving as well Caribbean ideas. And for me, those two aspects are very much complementary.
So as a recent PhD graduate, as well as a young scholar, I know you use the term junior, so you're both junior and young. So,
youngish.
Right, youngish. And you've had mentors, but you yourself are now a mentor because you're involved in trying to get a gender policy passed under UWI, a UWI-specific gender policy. And you have been talking to students as well. How is that working out for you? Because you're both now an academic, and you still have this very strong connection with the students, and you are still involved in activism. So how is that idea of still being policy-oriented and working with students?
For me, I think all of these different aspects from activism that I do, I guess, personally and not necessarily related to my own...
Just your academic work.
My academic work informs and is also informed by that academic work. So it's difficult for me to separate outside those different parts of my life, even though I do try to make the distinction between, like, okay, what is NBU work and what is a more kind of personal areas of activism. But in terms of students and teaching and working towards policy and stuff like that, for me it's very much all integrated, and the teaching element of the work that the NBU does is something that I consider to be of utmost importance, because it was important for me for my own development as a scholar and as a person and as a feminist.
Well, Tonya, thank you very much. I know we have these just brief moments in between, so thank you for the chat. Looking forward to seeing you again soon.
Thank you, Jeanne. Nice
You're
talking
welcome.
to you.